the Lando Show. Today we're going to be taking a look at Tyler Biadisz, who has been sort of, the recipient of a lot of criticism based on his play. Has struggled at times a little bit in the early goings of this season. And, today I want to be fair to Tyler first and foremost and acknowledge that, to me, he's still essentially a rookie, being a part of that 2020 draft class with the COVID year, right? No rookie mini camp, no organized team activities, and no training camp. And then, of course, obviously no preseason as well. And then playing behind Joe Looney, didn't get a ton of game experience to grow and develop as a player last year either. So still very young, really in his first full year as a starter, and tons of room to improve, hopefully, and continue to grow throughout this season and beyond that. But, obviously right now, as good as the Cowboys offense has been, as dominant as they've been, there's still plenty of room for improvement, and that's going to be the main feature and focus of today's video, is just to constructively criticize Tyler Biadisz and just have a closer look at what he struggles with and some areas where his improvement will continue to allow this Cowboys offense to move even more efficiently than it already is. Of course, we're getting back Lyle Collins, who a lot of people have talked about leaving him at the left guard spot to replace Connor Williams, who had a tough game against the Patriots as well. I'm not so sure that's the right thing to do. I think your premium positions are the two tackle spots, and Lyle Collins, as good as Terrence Steele has played, is still an improvement over there at the right tackle position. So I'll be interested to see what the Cowboys do decide to do, but I do definitely want to see more of Connor McGovern on the field as a especially as a run blocker. There's a clip, I'll try to pull that if I can, that Massey on Twitter, he posted yesterday of him basically walking back and burying Vita Vea, that's not supposed to happen to a guy like that. And Connor McGovern definitely did. So with that being said, I want to see more of him on the field. If that means replacing him, replacing Tyler Biadisz at the center position. I know they obviously worked out Connor Williams, getting him some center reps there in the preseason. Didn't exactly work out, but at some point, you got to have somebody that you trust to fill that role in the event Tyler Biadisz does, get hurt or whatever the case may be, right? Somebody's got to be able to do that, because the entire rhythm of the offense suffers if you don't have a guy that can get the ball out and snap the football and still block. So again, I don't know if Connor McGovern should replace him at center or replace Connor Williams at left guard and then bump Connor to center. But you'll see some of the deficiencies that have been spoken about pretty heavily thus far throughout the season. And I guess let's just go ahead and take a look. So you'll see this first play here. To Biadisz's credit, he actually does a really nice job. So I don't want to focus only on the bad stuff, but this predominantly on this drive, and in the interest of saving time, we're just going to try to move pretty quickly through it here. But I want to just show you guys there's a couple good things, maybe one or two good plays, but a pretty tough drive overall for Biadisz here. So let's go ahead and run this tape, and you'll see him. He actually gets his hands. Oh, I guess it's the next play here after this one. So it's the same thing again here. Apologize for that, y'all. Bear with me. Great job here. Just looking for work, making sure nobody's penetrating that A-gap. Interior pressure is the worst pressure if you're a quarterback. So did a great job there. But now here's the play I was mentioning, where he gets his hands on that defensive tackle right there and is able to be in a good position of leverage, angle him away, and create that gap for Zeke here. You'll see a better view right here. Watch Biadisz right there in the middle. Hands on body, angles him away, takes him out of the play. Good job. But here's where it gets ugly and where I have my concerns if I'm interested in protecting my quarterback and seeing this team go a long way. After this play right here, I'll try to skip forward ahead. Right there. Off balance immediately, falls forward. Luckily, that was an outside developing play. Otherwise, that could have been blown up right in the middle of the field. I got the horse collar there. So 15 yards. There's one other play that I missed here. Let me see if I can get back to it. This is right after the Randy Gregory big hit and turnover, where Biadisz basically is in pass protection and just gets walked back and ends up, getting put on his butt. This might be it right here. Nope. I'm not sure where I missed it. Getting a good double team there. Now, he's fine. A lot of times my notes on him were, and pass protection that's obviously his number one flaw right here. So there you see him get walked back. You'll see it again on this back view. He has a tendency to get pushed easily because I think his center of gravity is oftentimes over his heels. You see he's stumbling right here. Just not playing with a ton of leverage in pass protection. He finds himself, falling back this way as opposed to letting his legs do all the work for him. He's top heavy and leaning back over his heels. And, we saw Javon Kinlaw have a lot of success in that Eagles game too, basically getting one-on-one. When he's one-on-one in pass protection, that's when I get nervous. And right there again, off balance, that initial first step, I don't know where he's going. He's got all of his momentum, and he's taking it towards the turf. Another play right here. Let's see him right here in the middle of the screen. Doesn't get a hand on that defensive tackle there before he starts working his way towards the second level. So you see he's supposed to chip right there to help Connor Williams, who has to shoot across his face to help to seal that gap, and didn't get his hands on him there either. And then, again, here's what I was talking about. My notes say, and I wrote it down right here last night. You'll see it right here. So this is an outside zone, a stretch run to the left side, trying to get behind their big all-pro left tackle, Tyron Smith, who's had a fantastic season so far. Tyler Biadisz is tasked with basically cutting off this Mike linebacker right here and getting to his outside shoulder. Let's see if he does it. He's late. Completely blown assignment, whiffs his block, and that took Tony Pollard off of his route and ultimately stopped what could have been a pretty big gain there. Let's run that back and see it one more time. So that's the play before. It was blown dead. Okay, here we go. Right there, you can see him. He's just late. That first step, he doesn't play with a ton of quickness, and for whatever reason, he struggles watching. He's trying to get to that outside shoulder. Now, again, he's already shaded over that way, so credit to Bill Belichick maybe for, they played fantastic run defense for the most part during this game. The Cowboys were forced to essentially abandon the running game for the better part of that second half and have to resort to moving the football through the air. So you'll see right here, once again, Tyler Biadisz doesn't get across that shoulder. And, everybody else was in position to hold their block and create that. Let's pause it right there. So you see Dalton Schultz did a good job of getting, I think that's Dietrich Wise, basically eliminated from the play, turns him around. Tyron Smith, when he gets his hands on people, y'all, it's over with. So he's already in great position too. You can see it's kind of tough from this angle, but a good wide base from Tyron Smith. He's in position there. He sealed that lane. All Tyler Biadisz has to do is cut off the left shoulder of that middle linebacker. I'm not sure. Is that Kyle Van Noy? That might be Kyle Van Noy right there. But if he gets to that outside shoulder, and again, look, Amari's in a decent position to block. He's still so banged up. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold that block. That DB might have been able to come over and cut Tony off and force him back to the middle, and that's where help usually is. But to me, if Tyler Biadisz gets across Kyle Van Noy's face here and cuts him off, Tony Pollard's scoring on that play. So again, these are being very critical. I mean, it's just critical analytics, but it's areas where this offensive line can ultimately improve, which will ultimately end up helping the team out as well. And in pass protection here, I think this was a play, if I remember right, it looked like he got knocked off, blown. Basically, he got kind of blown up. And you'll see he's almost like pinballed off of whoever it is that rushes up the middle here. Okay, no. So that was a good job in protection right there. Basically just looking for work and helping out. That was actually a well executed play there from Biadisz. So let's see. Another good one there too. Held up well in pass protection, playing with leverage. So when he gets, when he stays in front of his heels, he's all right. Good job right there. Looking for work. Still kind of getting, knocked back a little bit. That wasn't necessarily a bull rush. Cowboys are forced to kick. So now let's fast forward here to the 38-41. Take a look at one other play. All right, right here. Here we go. We'll see it again from the back view, but you can see he essentially misses 2 blocks, and he's jumping forward to his. So I don't know if he's responsible for chipping here and helping this out, picking up whichever guys maybe blitzing through the weak side A gap, but he whiffs twice. Number 92 and also number 21. He just gets beat, and that forces Tony to cut back, and the play is essentially blown up. So all that to say this, guys, a lot of people have been talking about wanting to see more of Connor McGovern. There's some plays, and I still got to finish watching the fourth quarter here. Those are just a couple examples of plays where I saw that people are pointing to, basically saying that, Tyler Biadisz has some things that he can improve upon, and that they're also advocating for seeing somebody else that can play that position at a little bit more of a consistent level. So, again, I'm not the expert here. I'm not a scout. This is obviously something that I love and something that I want to do in the future, but I'll let you guys be the judge of what we just saw there. But I just wanted to kind of point that out. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree or disagree. Do you want to see more Connor McGovern maybe filling in at the left guard spot? Do you want to see Connor McGovern filling at the center spot? Do you want to see Terrence Steele stay at right tackle and get your best 5 out there if that's what it takes? Bump left Lyle Collins over again to the left tackle or to the left guard spot next to Tyron Smith, which kind of be a crazy tandem over there to see those two guys in action. But yeah, man, that's all I got, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more content that's a lot like this one, feel free to smash that like button. I appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button as well. It really helps me out. I'm trying to, I'm making the push to my first 1,000 subscribers here. So I love you guys. That's all I got, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.